Come on, man. How are you?
Yeah, man, I'm good, bro.
Come on. It's myself, Ricky Vintage. You get me? I'm a rapper, I'm a poet, I'm a spoken word motivational speaker from Birmingham.
So, what's like the main thing that you currently do then at the moment, bro? Like, why have you come back from? Because like you came back from like a reggae festival.
Yeah. That was mad. That was mad. Simmer down.
Yeah, and
Um,
also like let's not like let's make a big noise about it. You've also been commissioned for three poems,
yeah,
so you're not just a poet.
yeah,
You're a working poet, bro.
yeah. Facts. And it's been an amazing journey to tell you the truth.
Yeah,
Like
man.
I fell into the poetry. Like I met a lady 3 years ago from poetry. I was doing music first, and now my career's just slowly just lifted off. Like the Instagram's done its thing, social media's doing its thing. I got a manager. You understand? I've got a PA. I've got a marketing team now as well. So from just being the average me, just out there selling CDs on the roads, like everyone would know if you see me on the streets, you know that I'm the CD man. You get me? And everyone that's got my first mixtape CD, when I get to the O2 Arena, you're coming in for free. You understand? For free. So yeah, man, it's been a very good journey.
Like, what tips would you give to people that want to become a poet? Let's say.
I'll say go to poetry nights. Like no matter what city you've come from, I'll say go to poetry nights in your city so you can see other poets. Like I first started at a poetry jam called Empower Poetry, and I met someone called Ryan, and I went up there first just to watch it, just to see what it was about. 'Cause I've never been to a poetry event before, so I went there, watched the event, met some other poets, which was amazing. And then from there on, they asked me to host the event. And then from when I started hosting, it's just been continuous from there. They asked me to come back and host, come back and host. I always wanted to be a headliner at Empower, but the hosting career just kind of took that path from there. And maybe one day I could be a headliner at the event.
What tips would you give to somebody that wants to be a rapper?
Tell your story. Like, tell your story. Like, that's what got me through. Like, from my first mixtape, that was just all my pain. That's all I had. I only had 8 songs at that time.
What's it called, bro?
This is Me Volume 1. So, This is Me Volume 1. It came out in 2021, if I'm correct. Or 2020, sorry, it came out 2020. And that was like my pain. That was my therapy at the time. Like, I lost my cousin. He died from knife crime. My dad passed away. You understand? My other friend got shot in his face, and certain things happened back in London. I used to do road and all of that. So to come back down here now and put all my story into music or into a creative space, it's therapeutic for me. So if you're a young rapper that's watching this right now and you've come from the ghetto or the slums, or you feel like life is just pointless, put it into something creative, whether it's art, whether it's poetry, whether it's rapping, anything. There's avenues out there for you. And if you're a young person watching this right now, where you live in your area, that's not the whole world. Do you understand? Like you need to come out of your area and your community, even your city, even. And people would appreciate and love you and respect you more in other cities and areas because you're different, because you're coming with something different.
But what motivates you, bro?
My daughter, my daughter's starting, she's going to be filming with BBC next week. I know,
Congratulations!
but I'm a proud dad. You get me? Like,
Congratulations!
yeah, my daughter's filming with BBC next week, so I'm gassed. I didn't even want to tell the world about this, but yeah, I'm a proud dad right now. My daughter's gonna be famous, more famous than me, as she says. But I'm leading the way. You understand? Until she takes over,
Yeah.
and that's my motivation. And at the present moment, I've told everyone, my family, my friends, everyone that's known me from when I was a little boy, I said I'm gonna be someone one day. I always had that dream of me being on the stage, and I genuinely felt it in my heart. I just didn't know where to start, and here we are now.
Wow, man. And I want to just ask you, like, what's your goals? Like, what's your goals in the next 2 years? Let's say you're
I'm gonna
shooting.
get to wireless, bro. Like 4 years ago, I said to everyone I'm gonna perform at wireless, and last week I performed at Simmer Down. And I was like, I never thought that would be possible. But my manager pulled strings and made this and that happen. We emailed and messaged, and I feel like I'm a lot closer. Before that, I was in Stoke-on-Trent. I got booked for a festival in Stoke-on-Trent at Six Nations, Six Town Carnival. That was lit as well. And
How many people were at Simmer Down, bro?
Simmer Down, the crowd was big. The crowd, that was the biggest crowd I've ever
Yeah.
performed in front of, and the stage was shaking.
I remember I went there 3 or 4 years ago when I was a
Mm,
bit skinnier,
mm.
and I was
Skinny now, what do you mean?
nah, but like what are some of the like usual obstacles that you face as an artist and poet,
Um, hearing no. Hearing people say, you know what, it's booked up, you can't come on this event, and waiting a whole year, sending emails and emails, and they're saying no, and then you have to apply for festivals a year in advance. So you're emailing for that time, it's hard. And as well as that, you got your own personal life that you're living at the same time. So prioritizing and organization is a key thing in this. And none of us are perfect at it, but once you have a calendar and you set dates on what you have to do, the main key of this whole thing is just to be on time. Just show up, be on time, and just be the best version of you no matter where you go, you know? So, yeah,
Like, what motivational quote would you give just for audiences out there to go away with?
put it all in one word. Ricky! Don't give up. Don't give up. That is that's the only advice I will give to everyone that's trying to come up, whether it's poetry, rapping, art, cameraman, photographer. Don't give up. If you've got a vision and you've got a plan, write it down. And if it makes sense to you, the world will then understand. Do you understand? You're not trying to understand the world. The world's trying to understand you. So don't give up, man, and just keep pushing because you will get there. You understand? So, yeah.